Do you think you should be more outgoing? Do you ever feel like you do not receive the respect you want and deserve? Do you feel you have to soften yourself in order for others to like you? Well, I've got some easy, simple techniques to teach you today to help you show up as the bold, striking, stunning, amazing type 4 person that you are. In my 4 types energy profiling system, I teach that the type 4 person has a natural, expressive quality of being someone that has a bold stance in life, a clear opinion, someone that has a natural gift for perfecting and refining and creating efficiency and structure. In fact, in my book, It's Just My Nature, in the type 4 section, I have a word list. I'm going to read just a few of these words that describe the energetic movement that expresses in your natural attributes as a type 4. Decisive, defined, independent, level-headed, contemplative, contemporary, clear. Flip the page here. Are you relating to any of those? Poised, polished, polite, precise, stay on track, straightforward, serene, sleek, smooth, tranquil, timely, vivid, vogue, noble, one-track mind, regal even. So your natural expression as a type 4 person is to have an exact quality, structured quality in your approach to life. In fact, in my book, The Child Whisperer, which is sold literally well over 100,000 copies, I call the type 4 child the more serious child because you connect with the world through your intellect. And you have this quality of being a deep thinker. You do not lead with your emotional response to the world, but your thoughtful response to your world. And you are someone that has less need for a lot of social interaction. You most likely will have a tight-knit group of friends that are in your kind of private space in your world that you really share your true self with. You might have other associates that you interact with, but to really call someone a friend, that number is usually smaller and fewer in number. And you could have heard as a child a lot of things that would have been shaming to you. And I want to help you shift that reference, because if you've attached any shame-based belief to your energy type, you're going to not want to be that type. So I'm going to teach you 6 steps today to help you remove that shame-based reference that you took on most likely in your childhood that will actually cause some resistance to being your true self because it doesn't feel good. No one wants to be ashamed of who they are. But if you heard things like, you're such a know-it-all, you need to be more social, you always are telling people what to do, stop being the boss of everybody. You would have been told to stop being yourself because you needed a parent that actually could coach you on how to use these attributes, this natural expression in you to your greatest good. But if they didn't know who you were, they would have seen you as too much of who you were and tried to stifle that or change it or think you're not balanced enough. I think the biggest aha type 4s get from my profiling system, and tell me if this is true for you. Share in a comment if you know you're a type 4, what the big relief factor for you was. To me, the one I hear the most is, it's so nice to know I don't have to be so social. That I'm not someone that enjoys going to parties where I don't know people and have to mingle and chit chat and interact. That could be exhausting to you. Now, if you know the people and you want to be with them, that's different. You're definitely social on your terms. But that's the number one thing I hear from type 4s. It's the big relief of, I don't have to, not that they were trying to be that, but there's this quality of shame connecting to somehow I'm inadequate as a human being because I'm not balanced, because I'm not social enough. And that's just not your priority. Being social enough on your terms is how you do it. So those 6 steps, but before we get into them, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified when my next great video comes out, because I'm really committed to your personal well-being and growth, and I have some of the best personal development content here on YouTube. It's the fast track to knowing yourself and living it, in my opinion. And you know what it is to have an opinion, so that's my opinion on that. So, step 1. What shame-based belief did you attach to your energy type? Because that would be the reason you don't want to be your type. Was it, I'm too much of a know-it-all, I have too bold an opinion, people don't want to hear from me? So here's a quick step to kind of see what shows up. You may know right away. What is your shame-based belief that you've attached? And just pick one of them. If you have more than one, I'm sorry, but if you will have one stand out to represent all of them to take care of this. All right, now the next step, step 2, imagine, and you can do this with your eyes open or closed, but imagine you're going back to find like a 7, 8-year-old you. Okay, you're you in a house you lived in. Go find the younger you. Like I can imagine myself at about 8 years old. Now, if this little self was wearing a t-shirt with a negative belief written on it, like a graphic tee, what would it say that it was shame-based? Mine would say something like, you're too much. Or shh, big shush on it. Like, shush, Carol, you're too much. So that's representing, because like you put a t-shirt on, you put on that belief. You owned it in your childhood. So say hello, get down on your knees, say hello to that little self and say you're really sorry that they were taught that that had any accuracy or level of truth, that is completely a lie. And you're going to change t-shirts today. You don't want them walking around with that graphic tee that says, for a type 4, it might say, I'm too opinionated, I am too bold, I'm too serious, I'm a know-it-all, whatever shows up on that shirt. So you're going to change out the shirt and put a new shirt on. And for a type 4, you look great in black and white, could be a neon color. Put it in a type color, your type 4 color that would suit them. And now put the statement on that counters that, that's the truth. I am a smart, thought out, mindful child. I am bold and have clear opinions because I'm thorough. I'm respected for my mature approach to life. I'm a deep thinker that's respected for who I am. What statement would be really honoring of that child? Put it on the t-shirt and put the new shirt on. Now you're going to set that other t-shirt on fire and burn it up and turn that old energy into ashes and turn it into bright light. So you're transforming the energy. Now imagine, thank that little child that they're now taking on this truth. Endow that younger self with the truth of who you are. So that was step 3, changing the shirt. Step 4, we're going to take this image and place it in the palms of your cupped hands. The energy of your truth that was endowed upon you in your childhood, and bring it into your heart so it connects with your physical self now. This is step 4. So you're going to tap, take a deep breath in. Okay, step 5, share in a comment what your new truth was that you put on the t-shirt. Share. Let's get real profuse positives going in the comment thread. Now take that attribute, that positive statement, this is step 6, and turn it into your newfound affirmation for yourself. Now apply, you endowed your child self with it. Now claim it for yourself. I am grateful. I am fill in the blank. I'm grateful. I am honored and respected for my bold, opinionated self. I am sharing myself in a way that I'm respected and heard by others. I am appreciated for my natural gifts of efficiency, trust, loyalty, structure, perfecting. Fill in the blank. Own that as yourself now and really make that your claim of truth so you can 100% own your true nature as a type 4 person. You are a gift to this world. All 4 types are needed to create wholeness in humanity. You're a big piece to that. And so living true to it, allows us to all be beneficiaries of your great contribution. I've helped thousands and thousands of type 4 people know the truth of who they are. As I said earlier, a lot of them are relieved that there's not this social pressure they have to put on themselves, and they can be the truth of who they are on their terms. You are well thought out people. You have a distinct knowing of who you are. It's my hope and my opportunity that I'm so appreciative of that you would allow me to support you and be someone that can help teach and guide you in living more true to yourself. Thanks for sharing this with someone that would be supported from learning this content. Thanks for getting hold of the book that's going to make all the difference. It's Just My Nature. It is a go-to resource to truly understand your natural gifts and tendencies as the truth of who you are. Subscribe and hit that bell, and we'll see you in the next video.